everybody, Brian Cook here, and you're probably sitting here checking out A-Team wondering why I should do this. Well, I have the honor, privilege, and pleasure to give my good friend Todd Falcone a video testimony to tell you why. My career has started twice, and let me tell you about the second time, but I've now become into a coach. I've built a huge organization of people, and what I know is a lot of people don't move forward because they have nobody holding them accountable to what they want and what they say they want to do. That's why they don't get where they want to be. That's why they're not replacing their income. That's why they're not, living debt-free, time-free. That's why they have to go to a JOB because they're not allowing themselves to be held accountable, or they don't know where to go to get accountability. Well, you are lucky you found this place. This is where you're going to find the best accountability, if not the only accountability program out there, to get your butt kicked and in gear into a state of action. My story, I said I started twice. I started network marketing and worked really hard. I was ignorance on fire, IOF. And I had such a powerful why that I didn't really need accountability, and at the time I was allowing my wife to hold me accountable, but I hated being a cop. Yes, I was a police officer actually for 17 years. I hated it so bad. I hated showing up, I hated going to work, that I didn't need anything. I just went to work, I cranked it out, and 18 months later I had replaced my police officer income. My wife and I and my son moved to Southern California, and I got here and I kind of got stuck. I got stagnant in my business. And something crazy happened. I stopped allowing my wife to hold me accountable. But my why was because I thought I had made it. But then as I sit there, I'm not recruiting and I'm watching my business slope. So I had the privilege to go and see Todd's seminar, and he talked about A-Team. And he talked about accountability. And he talked about how you need it. If you really want to be a top producer, you've got to be accountable to somebody. And my wife and I were sitting right next to each other, and we looked at each other and we just both knew right off the bat that I needed this. I need this bad. And we went to Todd and said, hey, how much for everything in your library plus A-Team? And Todd made us an offer, and I got started. And my thing is, I went to it, my wife promised me, she's like, if you're going to invest this money, you need to get after it. You've got to win that A-Team. You've got to transition what you learn into your business and get cranking again. And you know what? I made that dedication to her. I made the dedication to Todd. I remember going up and telling Lance, I'm going to win this. I'm sure he's like, yeah, right. I have hundreds of people tell me that all the time. I dove in with both feet. I was in it to win it, and I went after it. The coaching I got on Todd's calls weekly were amazing. I mean, I can't even tell you how this, it's like somebody picked me up, shook me upside down, got the silliness out of my head, got the silliness of allowing to let my wife hold me accountable. I let Todd hold me accountable. I did whatever he said. I signed the contract, I submitted the forms when I was supposed to, I did my personal development daily, and I was having 25 to 30 quality conversations every single day. Every day. And that flipped my business upside down, just like I was flipped before. I went to being a no recruiter to a top 10 recruiter. Matter of fact, the first month of A-Team, I was the number 2 recruiter in my company of 100,000 reps. 100,000 active reps, I was number 2. And I owe that solely to A-Team. The second month in A-Team, I was the number 7 recruiter. And the third month in A-Team, I was number 3 recruiter in my company, and that continued because now I had developed a habit of recruiting and being in action and being accountable. After the 3 months were over, I didn't need to be held accountable by Todd anymore. I just knew I had created that habit. I knew what I wanted to do. So if you're sitting around here watching, and there's probably a few thoughts that are going through your head, I can't afford it. Yeah, you can't afford not to do it if you're thinking that. Or you're thinking maybe it's too much. My question is, compared to what? You're going to hire a coach to hold you accountable? You're going to get Todd for 12 weeks, who easily could charge $1,000 an hour? You're going to get that for a low, low price? Don't make excuses. If you got to go out and get another job, if you got to go and dig through the junk in your garage and sell some of it on Craigslist, then do it. If you got to go mow lawns or shovel snow or wash cars, go do it. If you are drop dead serious about building this business, you'll do what it takes. And then when I say plug in, get it plugged in, be in it to win it, and get out of your comfort zone and do what Todd Falcone tells you to do. Do it. Prospect people. Dive into your personal development. Go after it like you've never gone after it before. So all you really should do right now is click the buy button on the bottom of the page, get plugged in, and get excited, because your business is going to change if you choose to, if you take action. It starts with the action of being held accountable, and you take the action to follow the guidelines that Todd has spent the time to set up for you to make you successful. So this is Brian. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I would love to hear your success in the future. Rock A-Team, make a name for yourself, and get yourself on the map. And when I say get on the map, that means get your business to you can start spending your time on the beaches of the world. Again, this is Brian Cook. Thank you. Have a blessed and wonderful day.